Hello, Dr. Sleep right here. I've been getting so many questions emailed into me about why I toss and turn or why I can't get comfortable sleeping and how do I get a better night's sleep. There's so many things about sleep, and that is why we created the 30-day sleep quest, which is a place where we teach people how to sleep. But today I want to talk about how you get a great night's sleep without tossing and turning. Now, it's very interesting the way that the brain works and the way your brain has to shift when it sleeps. Think about this. When you sleep, you're actually paralyzed. Your brain is going a million times a second. You're thinking when you're sleeping, but you're not running. Let's say you're running a race when you're sleeping, but your body's just sitting there and you're twitching. You're actually paralyzed. Your brain goes into a totally different state while sleeping. It's pretty crazy. But there's one very interesting thing about sleep. And thanks everybody for joining. I can see you out there. And there's one very interesting thing about sleep is that your sleep center in your brain and your pain center in your brain are right next door to each other. Now, why is that important? Hi, Kristen. And why is that important with why we toss and turn? Well, you toss and turn, and one of the reasons why you can't stay asleep or you can't get a great night's sleep is because you are in pain while you're sleeping. You don't know it because what happens, let's say this is your sleep center and this is your pain center, and you drop all the way into a great night's sleep, right? And you're down here and you're sleeping. Well, let's say you're in pain. And your pain center say, man, I'm in pain. A primitive reflex is it's going to pull you out of a sleep and you're going to get a shallow sleep. So what puts you in pain? What puts you in pain while you're sleeping? One of the main things that puts you in pain while you're sleeping are pressure points. Pressure points and or your bed and or your sleep position. So the way to explain it to my patients is this. Let's say you're watching a TV and you're watching TV and you're lying down like this, and your arms above your head, and you're lying on your side, and you're sleeping like this. How long do you think you can stay in that position while you're sleeping? You can only stay in that position for a very, very, very short period of time because your arm will fall asleep, your shoulder will get tight, your back will get sore, your lower back will get sore. So what ends up happening is your body senses that pain, and it brings you up out of a deep sleep, and then you toss and you turn and you toss and you turn and you toss and you turn all night long because you're starting you're starting putting yourself in failure. You're starting yourself off wrong. You can't side sleep and not toss and turn. You can't stomach sleep and not toss and turn. You have to put yourself in a neutral sleeping position. That is a position that if you watch TV, the way you can check this position is you can stay in that position for hours because your body wants to sleep in one position, wants to stay in that one position. And at night is a great way to be able to restructure your spine. It's a great way to offset and reverse the damaging effects of texting all day long and all this stuff. So I'm going to show you right now what putting yourself in a neutral sleeping position means, okay? So hopefully I can angle this down just a little bit. So the wrong sleeping position would be this, sleeping on your side. Let's say you have a pillow and you're sleeping like this. That's a wrong sleeping position. I don't care if it's like this. I don't care if your arm is like this. I don't care if you're like this. You can only stay in that position for a short period of time. Think about this. Stomach sleeping. You can't do that. You're going to wake up. Your lower back's going to be killing you. You can't sleep in that position. So, what is a neutral sleeping position? And yes, you can get so many things changed while you're in this sleeping position. So, a neutral sleeping position is this. A position where you can fall asleep and stay asleep for the entire night. So, we have our pillow that we designed here, the neck nest. But you lie down like this, you take a pillow, and you don't put it under your head so your chin's like this because you're going to wake up with a stiff neck. You stick it right under your neck, and now my neck is arched back. looking straight up, and my arms are right down by my side. I can fall asleep like this, and I can wake up like this. And my spine is perfectly in line. I'm not twisted. And what will happen is you will eventually be able to stay in that position all night long. Think about it. I can fall asleep. You could put this thing on top of me and it would still be on my chest when I wake up because my body does not toss and turn. Now there are other different sleep hacks. Hold on. That's so there are other sleep hacks that I also use. So let's say you say, oh, I can't sleep on my back. I'm crazy, doc. There's no way I can sleep on my back. Well, one thing that you can do is you can come like this, put a pillow on your neck, and then you can put a pillow over your head. Right? I call that the head garage. You can put a pillow on your chest. That gives you good pressure. There are so many different things that you can do, but you have to start out with the end in mind, right? You got to start with the end in mind. In order to get a great night's sleep, it takes work. And the only way you're going to be able to do it is to be able to sleep on your back in a neutral sleeping position so your body doesn't toss and turn. Because if you start out in the wrong position, you're just going to be flipping. You are not in control with what happens at night. So hopefully this helps. I also want to kind of switch gears right now, and I want to talk about something really quickly. I want to talk about the time change, and I'm going to be talking about this in some more upcoming videos. The time change, what's happening is the days are getting shorter and shorter and shorter. It is so important to make sure you start to get an extra half an hour of sleep a night. If not, I almost guarantee you that the people around you are going to start getting sick after we fall back. After we fall back. I know we think that we get an extra hour sleep, but when you fall back, you're going to bed later, and yes, you're waking up a little bit later, but it puts such a stress on your body that what's going to end up happening is people after the time change, 2 or 3 weeks after the time change, they're going to get sick. Just watch it. Watch the people around you. It's not because everybody went back to school. It's not because of the cold weather. It's because we're staying up way past sunset, and we're staying up after sunrise. So I just wanted to put this quick little this little sleep talk video, really get you connected that in order to stay in the correct sleeping position, you need to start out the right way, because if not, you will toss and turn all night long. And then also, last thing is make sure as we're going into the winter time, please make sure you're starting to get an extra half an hour of sleep. Don't push it. Don't start like going to bed later and waking up earlier. Make sure that you elongate that sleep position. I see a question. Will you give me... yes, it absolutely will, Papa. It will give you more and more. As long and as strong as you want them. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you have any questions, just email me out. Thanks.